talking about our kale chips, specifically how we make the kale turn into kale chips. So we take our beautiful kale here that I have pre-washed and cleaned, and I have our delicious savory kale sauce here. It's been pre-measured. So I am going to put the sauce on the kale. Okay, so we have all of our sauce put into the kale. It just smells so good. I mean, I could just lick the bowl. So savory. Oh, it's gonna be so good. So the next step that we do is we mix the sauce with the kale. And so we really just rub it in, massage sauce into every bit of the kale so that no piece is left dry. That's really important. So if you're making your kale chips at home, what I hear a lot is people saying, my kale chips aren't as good as yours, or how can I get them to taste like yours? The first thing I say to people is make it saucy. So if you make kale chips at home, or maybe you know somebody who has, a lot of times you will see them take their kale leaves and drizzle them with oil and sprinkle with salt. What I would say is to dunk that kale in a lot of sauce, and not just oil, but to make a sauce. You can use cashews, garlic, green onions, nutritional yeast. You can even use red bell peppers as a base. Whatever you use a lot of sauce. So that's one of the tricks. You can even use your favorite salad dressing and use that as the sauce for your kale chips. And then once you get your kale all covered and saucy, you want to dehydrate it. You can bake your kale chips, but they just might not come out as well. It's hard to keep your oven at a low enough temperature because you don't want, well, if you bake them, the kale will cook, but really you want the chips to not cook because that preserves nutrients, and that's why we dehydrate. So even though our kale is very saucy, because we're slowly removing the moisture, the chips won't get like soggy or mushy like they might get in your oven. Man, this is looking nice and well massaged in here. They're going to be such delicious kale chips. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can bake them. Try and get your oven to as low as possible, which is probably 200 degrees. You can also air fry them if you have an air fryer. They don't take very long, so be careful. Okay, now that we have our kale and sauce all mixed up really well, we're gonna move over to our table where we are gonna actually spread the leaves out onto the trays.